Would it be useful to you to have more magnetic connections with people? Or in other words, would it be useful to you to be a much more charismatic person? Or if you are known as being a charismatic person, would it be useful to know why you're so charismatic so you can dial it up even more? If you're a leader, it would help you to be more charismatic because, as I've said in videos before, people follow leaders who are stronger than themselves. And strength is one of the key components of charisma. So people think that charisma is something you're either born with or you're not born with. But charisma, as the research and the science is telling us, is actually a skill, and it's something we can cultivate by doing three things, which I'm going to teach you now. Now, this is called the charisma code. And those three things that you need to leverage in order to be more charismatic, in order to have more magnetic connections with people, are presence, power, and warmth. So the first one, presence. If you're going to be charismatic and you want people to see you as being charismatic, you have to be present at the time you are with them. If you are distracted by other things, if you are constantly looking at your iPhone, for example, or if you're up in your own head figuring out your next linguistic jiu-jitsu move to apply to your opponent in front of you, you're not going to be deemed as a charismatic person. You're going to be a distracted person. So step one, which is actually the most difficult one, is that you need to be more present in the conversations you have with people and with groups of people. They need to be the most important person in the world at that time. Stephen Covey in the 7 Habits of Effective People said this: seek first to understand, then to be understood. So if you're present in a conversation, that's what you're doing. You're seeking to understand what that person is talking about. What are they saying underneath the conversation they're having with you? What is written between the lines that they are speaking? That will mean, if you're doing that, you are going to be present in that conversation. Step 2, the next lever you need to pull is power. You need to have power. People are subconsciously always scanning for power or the lack of power in people. So how do you become more powerful? How do you increase your personal power? That's actually very simple, and it's body language. Remember to stand tall. Remember to breathe deeply. Remember to smile. Don't stand there or sit there like a grumpy fucker. That's not charismatic. People need to feel the power, the personal power radiating off you. A very easy way and a fast way to cultivate personal power is to, before you have an interaction, recall a time when you were successful. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel how you felt when you were that success. What will happen is that when your state shifts like that, your physiology will shift. Your state affects your physiology affects your state. It's a circle. So you want to manifest and you want to cultivate that personal power. You want to cultivate that power. The third lever you need to pull, the third part of the puzzle, is warmth. You need to be emanating warmth. The person who's in front of you, who's interacting with you, who's around you, needs to feel like you have good intentions for them. They need to feel like that what you're doing, you're using that presence and that power for good. You're going to use that presence and that power to help them in some which way, shape or form. They are subconsciously scanning for that. Is this person friend or foe? If they feel your foe, you're not going to be charismatic. If they feel your friend, you are going to be more charismatic and pouring with sweat. It's 40 degrees here. So presence, power and warmth. How do you become more warm in an interaction? Very simple. Watch the other videos on me talking about heart coherence. Drop into your heart when you're having this conversation. Genuinely want good for the person standing in front of you or sitting in front of you. You are present. They are the most important thing in the world right now. You are not distracted by external stuff. It is just you and them. You give a shit about them. Yeah? Power. Don't slump over. Don't be grumpy. Smile. Yeah, not like a lunatic. Don't smile and grin like a complete Cheshire Cat lunatic. Be kind of authentic with it. And finally, warmth. Come from the heart. So there you go. There you go. Even if you want to be more charismatic, if you want to have more magnetic connections with people, presence, power and warmth. I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you in the next video.